What's good, y'all? Welcome back to more BS I found on TikTok. And this right here is a miniature banana. It's busting.
Here I am pushing Alyssa's car, fixing the damn problem by myself. Who needs a guy when you have me? So 3 hours later of trying to get Alyssa's car to work, and it's clear to say that I had no clue what I was doing. And I guess we do need men for because the whole inside of my car exploded and caught on fire.
Honestly, she had one job. Anyone could do this, a man or a woman. All you had to do was just Google it. It's pretty simple. It's just the fact that she had to brag, why do you need a guy when you have me? And then she go ahead and mess up this badly. Anyways, guys, my name is Jay Hall. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, man, because we keep it real over here. And I also have an Instagram where you guys can DM me. I try my best to respond. Let's get into the video.
Sitting with Andrew Tate, like really kind of seeing how his energy is in person. Because a lot of people are most likely never going to meet him. He was really polite in person. I didn't expect him to be so smiley and very warm. He is fair.
I liked him a lot. He's exposing certain truths. I tried to hate on him. He's a very looking person and he's got high energy. Actually quite cool. I liked him.
Honestly, I haven't heard a girl say anything bad about Andrew Tate after meeting him. Because if you guys watch the podcast, you can see Andrew Tate slowly winning these girls over. He's very charismatic. And that is another reason why I would question him forcing women and trafficking them when he's this charismatic, you know what I'm saying?
Who's happier, the girl that's got an OnlyFans or doing porn, or the woman who's living in Kashmir where I'm from with her kids and family and has a purpose? The girl who's doing OnlyFans, these men are not going to come to your funeral. No one's going to care. Whereas that woman who's looking after her children, she's got a legacy. And there's nothing more beautiful than that. And you're telling me my culture is oppressive when I find your culture humiliating. And so that's where my kind of anti-feminism came from, because I was just constantly being told that I'm oppressed, and I could not feel more liberated when I don't post like that and I don't live that lifestyle.
At the end of the day, it's about doing what makes you happy. And a lot of these OnlyFans girls and sex workers, they are not happy. They're doing it for the bag. A lot of people are just doing shit for the bag. A woman can be a stay-at-home mom, looks after her kids and find happiness. But a OnlyFans girl can be making millions of dollars, but she feels empty on the inside. Just find a balance to how you can make money and also be happy. Life is too short for you to sell your soul.
In China, if a woman is over 30 years old and she is not married, she will be called 剩女, 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 which means leftover woman.
Wow, that is disrespectful, because in the US, we call those women queens. Period. And this is what it's like to work with idiots. So after the first accident, his instinct was to go put it back at the exact same spot so it could happen again. Dumbass, man. Oh, I would hate to work with someone like that, bro. So guys, I'm gonna really need y'all to pay attention to this argument right here.
You are trying to deny someone of their identity and deny what their life experience is, then that doesn't seem like a moral stance to me. I want to be accepting and I want to respect people's life experiences and respect the way that they want to identify and respect the way that they want to present themselves to the world.
Bronte, I would like to identify, I do identify actually, as the correct person on this issue of abortion. I identify as being correct and more correct than you on this issue. And I would just ask that you accept and affirm my identity.
He's using her logic back against her. Now let's hear her response.
Do you?
Well, you are not a medical professional, and abortion and pregnancy is a medical concern. That's not your identity.
That is my identity. I promise you that's my identity. I promise you
that's very different from your sexual and gender identity.
How so? What I'm talking here involves the mind. I mean, don't you think? I'm not just talking about my gonads or something like that. I'm not just talking about my sexual appetites or desires. I'm talking about my mind, my capacity for reason, my judgment here. And so you're saying you don't respect that identity, but you do respect the identity of a man who believes himself to be a woman.
I'm saying that you are someone without medical training, and pregnancy is a medical condition and abortion is a medical procedure. And so we need to abide by the informed and knowledgeable opinions of medical experts. Again, you are entitled to your opinion, but you are not an informed and knowledgeable medical expert, so your opinion is not equal and should not override the opinions of medical experts on this issue. And they have stated unequivocally that abortion access is essential to comprehensive, evidence-based health care.
Bronte, are you a trained epistemologist?
No.
You haven't studied epistemology.
No.
And yet, you are making claims about knowledge and how knowledge can be ascertained and expressed. But you're not trained in that. So it seems to me, if I'm not allowed to have opinions about abortion because I'm not a trained medical professional, you surely shouldn't be permitted to have opinions about how people hold opinions if you're not trained in the very study of knowledge, epistemology.
He just keeps using her logic right back against her. Like if someone identifies as a wolf,
looking more about actual wolves, real life wolves. And the more and more I looked at, the more and more I began to identify sort of in that way.
you can use common sense and your eyes to see that that person is not a wolf. I do not have to be a trained professional to realize whether someone's a wolf or not, bro. This is a matrix. It's a simulation, bro. Nothing's making sense anymore.
I'm the bad guy.
Say that again, I liked it.
So when you finally date a masculine man that allows you to be in your feminine energy. Yeah guys, there's some guys that are like really masculine, really alpha. So when a girl goes next to them, they kind of like, ooh shit, like I gotta be my feminine a little bit. When a girl is like overly masculine, it's cause she had to be like that. There weren't good men in her life that could protect her and give her that masculine energy so she could live more in her feminine. So in her life, she had to learn how to be that man. She had to go in her masculine energy to be that man, to protect her, to have that masculine shield. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of women are masculine, because men are just fucking up. We're fucking up right now. But then again, if a woman wants to attract a masculine man, they have to be feminine themselves, and they shouldn't wait for anyone to knock them back in their feminine, because why? Learn how to embrace your feminine energy, and the men should learn how to embrace their masculine energy also. But keep in mind, both men and women have both feminine and masculine energy. It's just that men have more masculine and the women have more feminine. So if we learn how to embrace those aspects of ourselves, we will overall be better people and live in harmony. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to lie, I think the reason why men versus women discourse gets so bad online is because we forget what men and women are actually like in real life. Like, most men don't even have the confidence to talk to a girl without stuttering, let alone have a whole podcast saying their opinions about how much women suck. And most women can't really date for money. Like, let's just be real. Alright, so like, we're both usually just nerds having a bad time talking to the opposite sex. Like, when I went to the bookstore the other day, the guy just kept saying sorry and like dropping the books while he was helping me, and I was like, wow. You have so much anxiety, I can't even believe. I thought you were going to be evil just because you were a man. Like, you know what I mean? But also, vice versa, whenever I talk to a guy I think is cute, all I do is make that face. Like, that's all I do, and I get really blushy, and like, that's it. So, it definitely goes both ways. I'm definitely still a nerd, and so I just think it's so easy to hate each other when we're separated by a screen, but in real life, we're not like this at all.
And I wanted to share this video with you guys so you guys can understand that what you see on social media doesn't necessarily reflect real life. I need you guys to get out there in real life and talk to real people, real women, real men. Some of it might line up, but if you actually go out and experience it for yourself, get your own take on it, it will be overall better for you, more beneficial than just sitting here binging a bunch of videos on women and men and this and that, and not actually going out there and experience it for yourself. Don't get so caught up in the social media that you forget about the real world, because now you are in the social media matrix. It's got your mind. And with that said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.